Have you ever looked at your bank account and felt a deep, sinking feeling because the number is painfully close to zero? If you lost absolutely everything today and had to start completely over from nothing, how would you actually rebuild your life? The world has changed so drastically in the last few years that the old advice of just getting a college degree and working hard is practically a trap. Artificial intelligence is actively replacing millions of entry-level jobs, and the cost of living is rising faster than most salaries can keep up. If you try to follow the traditional path, right now you are almost mathematically guaranteed to struggle for decades. But this massive economic disruption has also created a completely new set of rules for generating wealth. I have spent years analyzing exactly how self-made millionaires are adapting to this new landscape. In this video, I'm going to share the exact step-by-step blueprint I would use if I woke up tomorrow with $0 and zero connections. We will explore how to build high-leverage skills and exactly where to find the hidden pockets of money in the modern economy. Chapter 1: The Skill Stacking Strategy. If I was starting from absolute zero, the very first thing I would accept is that my time is completely worthless until I attach it to a highly valuable skill. You cannot just work hard at a minimum wage job and expect to get rich, because the market does not reward physical effort. The market only rewards rare and useful problem solving. Therefore, my immediate focus would be on a concept called skill stacking. I would not try to become the absolute best software engineer in the world, because that is too competitive and takes too long. Instead, I would combine 3 complementary skills to become a unique triple threat. For example, I would spend a few weeks learning basic copywriting and then combine it with a solid understanding of email marketing software and basic artificial intelligence prompting. By combining these 3 average skills, I suddenly become a highly specialized consultant who can help small businesses automate their sales process. This specific combination makes you incredibly difficult to replace and allows you to charge premium prices. But having the skills is completely useless if you do not know how to actually find the people who are willing to pay you. Chapter 2: The Proof of Work Approach. When you have $0 and zero reputation, you cannot just ask people to trust you with their business. You have to aggressively manufacture your own luck, and this is where the proof of work approach becomes your most powerful weapon. Instead of sending out hundreds of boring resumes that get ignored by automated software, I would do the work for my ideal client before they even ask. If I wanted to manage the social media for a local coffee shop, I would spend a few hours creating a complete 1-month content calendar with artificial intelligence-generated images and pre-written captions. Then I would simply walk into the shop and hand it to the owner completely for free. I would tell them they can use it, no strings attached, but if they want me to continue managing it, they can hire me for a monthly fee. This eliminates all the risk for the business owner because they can already see exactly what you are capable of delivering. It demonstrates incredible initiative and instantly separates you from 99% of the competition who are just passively waiting for someone to give them a chance. Chapter 3: The Leverage of Digital Real Estate. Once I secured my first few clients and established a basic survival income, I would immediately start focusing on building digital real estate. When you trade your time for money, consulting, or freelancing, you are trapped by the physical limits of a 24-hour day. To build actual wealth, you need assets that work for you while you're sleeping. In 2026, the cheapest and most effective asset you can build from zero is an engaged audience. I would pick one specific platform like YouTube or a specialized email newsletter and start documenting exactly how I'm solving problems for my clients. I would share my failures and my successes and the exact frameworks I use. By doing this, you attract other people who are trying to solve those exact same problems. You are not trying to be a massive celebrity or an entertainer. You are simply building a highly targeted community around a specific niche of knowledge. This audience eventually becomes a massive distribution channel where you can sell digital products or software or premium consulting services without having to spend a single penny on expensive internet advertising. Chapter 4: The Boring Business Arbitrage. While everyone else is obsessed with trying to build the next massive artificial intelligence startup, I would look in the exact opposite direction. The highest probability of making millions of dollars right now is by engaging in boring business arbitrage. There is a massive generational shift happening where older baby boomers are retiring, and they desperately need to sell their traditional brick-and-mortar businesses. We are talking about extremely unsexy companies like commercial cleaning services or local landscaping routes or specialized plumbing companies. These businesses already have consistent cash flow and a loyal customer base, but they are usually running on terribly outdated technology. I would partner with an investor to acquire one of these boring businesses using seller financing, so I do not need to risk my own capital. Then I would aggressively apply the modern software skills I learned earlier. By simply introducing automated text message reminders and a modern website and digital invoicing, you can massively increase the profit margins of an old-school business. You are taking the efficiency of the digital world and applying it to a physical business that machines can never fully replace. Chapter 5: The Asymmetric Risk Philosophy. When you are starting from zero, you have absolutely nothing to lose, which means you can afford to take highly calculated chances. This requires adopting the asymmetric risk philosophy. Most people are terrified of failure, so they take traditional jobs that offer a guaranteed small paycheck but have absolutely no upside potential. Asymmetric risk means finding opportunities where the potential loss is incredibly small, but the potential reward is massively life-changing. For example, sending a direct message to a highly successful entrepreneur pitching them a brilliant idea costs you absolutely nothing but 5 minutes of your time. If they ignore you, your life remains exactly the same. But if they reply and offer you a partnership, your entire trajectory changes instantly. I would spend a portion of every single week placing these small asymmetric bets. I would apply for intense accelerator programs or pitch bold ideas to angel investors or offer to work on a commission-only basis for a rapidly growing startup. You only need one of these tiny bets to pay off to completely skip years of the traditional corporate ladder and accelerate your wealth-building journey. Chapter 6: The Extreme Financial Defense. As the money finally starts rolling in from the skills and the businesses, the biggest trap is allowing your lifestyle to immediately inflate. When you've been broke for a long time, the temptation to finally buy nice clothes and expensive cars is almost biologically overwhelming. But this is exactly how people get trapped in the upper middle class illusion. Therefore, I would implement a strategy of extreme financial defense. For the first 3 years of making real money, I would continue to live exactly like a broke college student. I would ruthlessly keep my fixed costs as low as humanly possible by having roommates and driving an old reliable car and cooking all my own meals. Every single extra dollar would be aggressively funneled into buying true assets like low-cost index funds or reinvested back into the business. You have to realize that true wealth is the money you don't spend. By maintaining this intense financial discipline, you build a massive fortress of capital that protects you from any future economic downturns. This delayed gratification is the ultimate separator between the people who just look rich and the people who actually are rich. Chapter 7: The Network Compound Effect. The final piece of the puzzle is realizing that money is ultimately just a byproduct of human relationships. The most valuable asset you will ever build is not your stock portfolio or your business, but your personal network. This is the network compound effect. When you are starting from zero, you have to actively seek out people who are playing the game at a much higher level than you are. I would spend my free time attending specific industry conferences and offering extreme value to established players without asking for anything in return. I would volunteer to take notes at massive events or help organize local meetups for ambitious entrepreneurs. By consistently placing yourself in rooms with people who are smarter and wealthier than you, their mindsets and opportunities naturally begin to rub off on you. Your network acts as a massive multiplier for all the skills and the business assets you have built. When you combine high-leverage skills with extreme financial discipline and a world-class network, staying poor simply becomes mathematically impossible. You have the exact blueprint now, so the only thing left to do is start building.